Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today is September 2nd, and right now we are looking at the mid-level water vapor loop. The upper level low that we've been talking about seemingly for weeks now is finally here. It is producing thunderstorms here across the region. It is doing so across western Washington as we speak, eastern Oregon, and this could be spreading up into southeast Washington, Idaho over the day today and on into tomorrow morning. We'll take a look at those details. We'll take a look at what is coming after the system pushes through, because big ridge is coming. We're really going to jack up the temperatures here across much of the Pacific Northwest. Then we'll take a look at the extended forecast as always. But I had to point this out one more time. The May 16th forecast for June, July, and August. The seasonal temperature outlook. Look at this. The west coast, south, southeast, and northeast. So let's take a look at just how this forecast did. And you can see that this is a very good forecast. I mean, look at the equal chances here, and virtually the entire forecast is just spot on. You got to give a round of applause to the Climate Prediction Center for their June, July, and August, what is known as meteorological summers forecast. Now, taking a look here, you have the upper level low is right off the coastline, but it does not show up that well on the visible satellite imagery. But we do have some of these showers moving up and across the area right now. I got some cameras going because there are some lightning strikes showing up south of Tacoma and Olympia right now with this band of showers. And we're going to scroll all the way back through yesterday. And during the day yesterday, we're getting some lightning strikes right there on the Oregon coastline. We put this into motion. You can see during the day, look at all these thunderstorms just blossom across the Cascades, east slopes, and portions of eastern Oregon. We scroll into the overnight hours, and you can see some of this thunderstorm activity off the Oregon coast again, right there. And then again, east slopes of the Oregon Cascades. And then they started to get into western Washington. This is right after about midnight, about 1 a.m. here. And we continue to scroll through. A little difficulty with the satellite imagery here coming up, but you can see thunderstorm activity continuing on through this morning. And then right there you'll see some thunderstorm activity popping off just south of Tacoma here, potentially moving up in towards the Seattle area and some of the Puget Sound region as we go through the day today. But the biggest threat of thunderstorms will be across eastern Oregon, some of southeast Washington, and Idaho. There is even a threat for some severe wind gusts with this action as well. So if we take a look at that, you can see where the marginal risk is. It does include Pendleton, some of southeast Washington, and Boise, Idaho. And again, that is a wind threat. You see no tornado or no hail threat with this activity. And if we take a look at tomorrow, it does include Missoula, Butte, and Great Falls. That's wind, and there is a hail threat there. It does include Great Falls and Butte, Montana also, and that is for tomorrow. So the system will be swinging off to the east there. Then we start to build the ridge here across the Pacific Northwest and really ramp up the temperatures. But in the meantime, I just want to kind of show you one more thing where it's kind of academic at this point, but the NAM is picking up some of that shower activity here. The models just really struggle with these upper level lows and this elevated convection, but they're trying their best here. But still, it did not really pick up just how much lightning we got across some of western Oregon was occurring actually right now. But as we go through the day today, you can kind of see where the most dynamic storms are going to be. You can see Bend, Oregon is right here. There's Pendleton, multiple rounds of thunderstorms possible as we go on in through tonight into tomorrow morning before that system finally kicks off to the east and out of our lives. Taking a look here at the HRRR, I just want to kind of show you this. It is struggling a little bit. You know, we are getting lightning here, and you can kind of see how it just kind of flashes this north of Everett, really. But yeah, just kind of showing you the difficulties that even the high resolution models have with these systems at times. Now, taking a look at this upper level low. So watch what happens here. You can see this swing through, and then look at the ridge develop on the back side of this system as we go on in through Wednesday and Thursday morning. The ridge axis all the way up into British Columbia. This means sinking air. This means fewer clouds and warmer temperatures as we head on in through this week. And it's probably going to last through the weekend. I would imagine here this trough starts to show up here at the very end of things there, but it's going to take a while for it gets in here to cool us down. So we'll take a look at that a little bit more, starting with the extended forecast right now. Here's Alaska top left. You got the European on the left and the GFS, the global forecast system, the USA model on the right. Here's Washington State. There's our upper level low. Let's watch that upper level low swing through, and this ridge just build all the way up into the Yukon. And there is some troughing out there across the Gulf of Alaska, but that is not going to save us, at least for a few days. And then we start to hunt off into the extended forecast, looking into our crystal ball to see what is coming. You can see some big differences here. You see the European with a bit more ridging versus the GFS trying to bring a system through southeast Alaska into western BC. And we go off into the extended. And both models have some troughing out here as we go through the 200 and 220 hour time frame or so. But again, this will probably be changing on a day-to-day basis. We're still trying to find what the next system is going to be out here. But anyway, you know, this isn't a bad start, but technically a fantasy forecast just because of it's so far out. Now take a look at Seattle, Tacoma. You can see this is today. There's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Look at the warm-up that is coming at the end of the week. Might have another nice weekend coming up here as well. That is for Seattle. But look at Portland. Look at a couple 100-degree days are possible Thursday and Friday. And you can see the dramatic warm-up. You know, we're going to go from probably 25 degrees from where we are today compared to Thursday and Friday. So summer is not over yet, folks. Tri-Cities as well. Warm temperatures coming up here. Some approaching potentially 100 degrees as we go through the end of this week. Here's Stampede Pass off in the mountains. It's going to warm up pretty dramatically there as well. Look at this, some 80s, 3 straight days of 80-degree temperatures. And this is the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. Look at this, just kind of dominating here on the west coast, above average signal. Definitely stark and easy to notice there. Look at the yin and yang between the below average across there's Chicago there. Yeah, so we may stay above average here. And again, depending on what the forecast, of course, what the models are saying is going to happen coming up. But you can see the 6 to 10 day precipitation sliver along the coastal areas there. Here's the 8 to 14 day and above average signal showing up here. So, you know, cross your fingers for that. Maybe that troughing will start to get in here by that time frame. And this is an experimental product that could probably have included Portland in here as well. But that's coming here over the next couple of days. You can see that is mainly here for what the September 7th through the 11th, so it's probably coming a little quicker than that. But you can see the heat dominating portions of the west. This would include Pendleton and Spokane and Pullman and Idaho and Boise and portions of western Montana and eastern Montana, kind of under the gun for some of that excessive moderate heat. And this is the monthly temperature outlook. This was put out a couple days ago here. This is for the month of September. So you can kind of see, again, the west, Intermountain West especially, with equal chances along the immediate coastline. And there's the precipitation. You can see the above average kind of staying with us through September 2024. And if you want to watch that La Nina video here, I explain the Climate Prediction Center predictions for us in the Pacific Northwest. We've got a lot of above average and below average temperatures and above average precipitation here forecast for the Pacific Northwest. So yeah, check that out. In fact, I'll put it on the bottom left here at the end of the video. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to get back upstairs and check this out because it's pretty interesting. There's some pretty notable shower activity. In fact, I'm getting the Doppler radar here on the left. I'm going to try to share that with you here in a moment. Let's see what we got. Let's bring this over and then biggen it. And you can see that we do have some of these thunderstorms here. And in fact, I live right in this area here, and these are just off. And I thought I just heard something outside. I don't know if that was thunder or not. The radar scope here will pick up cloud to ground strikes. I see the couple down here, but I don't see any others around right now. But that doesn't mean there's not some cloud to cloud lightning with some of these thunderstorms. So you may hear a rumble of thunder there. But yeah, we did get some down here. This is right by Yale, Washington. And if we scroll out into eastern Oregon, there was some thunderstorm activity here going on earlier, but it looks like that has waned a little bit here. But yeah, if you hear that across western Washington, you will know why that is occurring, because we got the upper level low swinging through. So anyway, yeah, hope you guys are liking these videos. I'm going to get back up there and check it out. We'll do this all again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.